I'm gonna start off with RFI from small blind, and then if you guys want to do something else, any other position, any other category, let me know in the chat and we'll try to figure it out. So I chose rundowns, single suited rundowns from small blind. So that is for PLO 50 rake structure, okay? But it also, like if you're playing PLO 25 or micro stakes, this will be the same. You don't need to play any tighter than this because it all assumes high rake. So in the bucket tool here, okay, I lowered the subscription alert to, well, anyhow, we're gonna go into it. So 6-5-4 deuce single suited. What do you think, guys? Is this a raise or fold? So I think it will be a fold. I think it has to be at least 7 high, and that is correct. And then we have 8-7-5-4. So I just practiced like 20 hands before you guys joined. So what do you guys think? Is this an open from small blind or not? So this I think will be also a fold because it's trip suited. Yeah, this is all small blind RFI run downs, single suited. That's going to be a first study, and then we're going to do other ranges if you want to change, okay? To whatever. So, okay, 8-7-5-4 small blinds. I think this is a fold because it's trip suited and it has a gap. So we're going to go with a fold. And 7-6-5-4, I mean, single suited. I'm sure it's an open. Trip suited, I think it's close, but I'm gonna go with a fold, and that is correct. 9-8-6-5, it's a higher one. This is gonna be an open. This is gonna be an open. I think it's an obvious one. I mean, the higher the rundown, obviously, it's gonna be all opens. 8-6-5-4. It's still gonna be an open, I think, with a gap on top. Actually, with a gap with a 7, it might be more of a fold. It's stronger, like if it's 8-7-6-4, it's obviously stronger. So I'm gonna go with a fold. 8-6, yeah. So 9-7-6-5. Now we're a bit higher. I think we're gonna go with a open. We're gonna open 8-7-5-4. So trip suited. I'm gonna go with a fold then. 10-8, open, open, trip suited. Okay, 10-9-8, that's gonna be an open, 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 trip suited. 9-7-6-5, that's a bit tricky. I mean, 8-7-5-4 trip suited was a fold, but now we're a bit higher. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm gonna wait for this one until I get some answers, because this one I think is very close. I don't know. Do you think this is a raise or fold? Fold. Okay, let's go with fold. And it is a fold, so trip suited. So this is gonna be a fold. Open, 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 open. So we had a gap at the top before. I think it was a fold. 7-6 gap at the, well, Nightbot is just it's a computer basically. It's a bot. I don't know what the rules are. If you're if you're putting too many comments, I guess it deletes them or something. I'm not too sure. So I think this will be with a gap at the bottom, probably a raise. No. So it's a fold. So it seems like with a 7 high, it seems like too many folds. I put criteria here that you won't be able to see it. So criteria is that I made it very close so that it's between EV -5. So when you fold, the EV of a fold is half big blind and up to -3. So it's going to be a very tiny margin between these hands. I want to have those that are close, that it's kind of hard to know. So it seems like 7 high rundown has to be perfect in order to be an open. So it's fold. So we said with a gap at the top, I think we said it was 8 high. I think it was a fold. No, I'm confused. I think it was a fold. No, it's an open. So 7 has to be perfect. So this is a fold, open. So then this is an open, yeah, open. Okay, trip suited, we said it's a fold. Yeah, we're gonna use other criteria as well then. I think this is fine. Not just rundowns, but you can actually choose from criteria, as you see at top here. You can choose which bucket you want to practice, and I just decided to first practice rundowns. We're gonna do others as well, and maybe we're gonna do, this is 50 hands, probably we're gonna do a bit less for other criteria because it gets a bit repetitive. So 7 high down, rundown, probably trip suited, just a fold, fold, open, fold, open, open. Okay, so we got 4% wrong. 7654, 8765 are better in other positions. Yeah, definitely when you come into small blind, you want to think of more of high card value. Like, it's not that important to have nutted suit, for instance, than if you're opening, I don't know, like middle position. So then what we can do here is we can also go into just the hands that we were wrong. So we were wrong with this one first. We discovered it's a fold, and this one is open. So that's it. This one was pretty easy. We're gonna go now into, and then can you please move the window a bit on the right so I can see the starting hands? Oh, okay, sorry. Can you guys see it now? Is this better? Better? Okay. And then you can also look at the EV. So EV, and then you have EV here. So obviously all the folds are gonna have minus 0.5 EV. So I'm gonna sort them by, thanks for the follow. Joey, only now you follow. Come on. And you're my buddy, come on. And you only follow now, come on, that's ridiculous. So, okay, so obviously we can, now we are gonna sort them by EV. So best EV obviously is with 10-8, 10-8, Jack 9. The higher it is. So the ones that are really close here, some of them are actually even mixed, but like these ones are really close with minus 0.4. So 9-8, 7-6 is very close. Jack 9, 8, 7 trip suited. Cool, man. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna go in a different criteria now. I'm gonna choose mid-low pairs, so single, suited, and rainbow. So that's gonna be a bit trickier because we're gonna have kind of two different categories at the same time, and also the hands are gonna be a bit. It's just gonna be a bit harder. And thanks for all the follows, guys. Probably fold 9-7-6-5, 9-8-6-5. Yeah, it's pretty. They're so close. These are. I just chose the ones that are so close between folding and raising this that it's really like the bottom of the range. Okay, so this what we looked at was really bottom of the range. But that's what we want to know, right? Okay, so we're gonna go into this study session. So we're gonna go into single suited one pair disconnected mid-low hands. Okay, this is gonna be a bit trickier, I think, than the ones because they were so. It's gonna be a bit more dynamic. So 7-7-5-4, probably just a fold. King 9-9-6. What do you guys think? I think with trip suited, it's probably just a fold. No, it is a raise. And also we're gonna just make criteria hard. Yeah, it's just gonna make it like really, we're gonna look at the bottom hands, okay? So it's gonna be tricky. Okay, so 10-6-5-5 from small blind. I guess we can, I mean, fives are a bit low and there's a lot of disconnectivity between 10 and 6. Gonna go with fold. 10-7-5-5. I mean, it's very similar. So we're just gonna go with fold. Queen 8-7-7. The connectivity there a bit better. Gonna go with a raise. King 6-5-5. Small blind. I'm gonna go with a fold. No, it is a raise. So that's a raise. Jack 7 is connected. We're gonna go with a raise. King 7-7-5. Okay, it's trip suited. I think I'm gonna fold it. 10-9-9-3. I think like Jack 10-3 is definitely an open. 10-9-9-3 it's probably close, but I'm gonna go with a raise. 10-9-9 deuce. Probably still a raise, yeah. King 9-9-3 then. No, and King 9-9-3 is a fold, but 10-9-9-3 is an open because of connectivity. That's very interesting. Jack 7-7-6 is going to be easy one. Queen 9-9. Probably an open. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be an open. Open. It's probably a fold. Open. Trip suited, I would still say that it's a open with a connectivity between King 9 and 7. Let's see. Yeah. Open, open, open. 9-9-7 deuce. Probably a fold. Queen 8-8-6. Okay, I'm gonna pause with this one a little bit. Queen 8-8-6. Trip suited. What do you guys think? Is this an open or a fold? Open or fold? Let's see some comments. Queen 8-8-6. Okay. So let's go with open. Okay. 10-5-5-3. I think it's a fold. 10-9-9-4. So we had that similar before with 10-9-9 deuce and it was an open. Yeah. Queen 7-4-4, probably a fold. Fold. Open. 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 Queen 7 deuce deuce, probably just a fold. Open. We'll discard it's open. King 8-8-4, trip suited. I would say this is a fold. If you guys want to see any other positions, please let me know in the chat. Or any other groups for the small blind. For first, I want to focus a bit on small blind. So if you want to see, I don't know, like Broadway hands or Queen 9 and 5. That's a tricky one. Probably, like, I think Queen 9-9-6 might be an open, but Queen 9 and 5, I think it's... I'm gonna lean towards folding. No, it is an open. And trip suited, probably fold. No. Okay. fold, fold, open, 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 open with that, open, open. Queen 665, probably still an open because of connectivity, but it's only a 6 high suit. This one is tricky. What do you guys think? Are you opening or folding? Queen 665 with a 6 high suit, I would say it's a fold, and it is. Okay. 10-9-9, we said it is an open. It's a fold. All right, so we only got 8% wrong, so the result is very good. So we're gonna restart just the wrong one. So this was an open. This was, I don't remember, I would say it's a fold. No, a single suited unpaired could be interesting for me. Okay, we're gonna check that. Single suited unpaired. We're gonna look at that. So King 9-9 with a 9 high suit, probably it's a fold. Yeah. Queen 9-9-5, then must be a fold as well. No. Okay, so that's a threshold. So Queen high, that was very close. So Queen high 9-9-5, it's an open, but with a 9 high, probably a fold. So this one, I think it's an open because of connectivity. So we just had, so this one was an open. Okay, so Trivin suggested we look into no ace single suited unpaired. So that's gonna be unpaired. So let's go into unpaired. Give me a second there. I only downloaded this today, so it's gonna just take me a second. Oh, and you can also, what you can also do, you can look into like percentages for the whole bucket. So let's see, unpaired. So we're gonna go into single suited unpaired. You have either disconnected ace, so let's say connected near Broadway. That's gonna be a tricky one, I think. Connected 3 low with a Broadway kicker. That's gonna be a tricky one. Connected. Yeah, those are gonna be very hard. I mean, are very close. So let's select all this, and we're gonna look into an overview. Just give me a second there. So we're gonna look into single suited. So this is for single suited without an ace. So first you have unpaired connected near Broadway. So if it's near Broadway, you're opening it 80% of the time. Folding only 7 and limping 13. I mean, I don't even limp at all. I just either erase or fold. So I don't know what to do with that. I mean, any look, if you're still here, like what are your thoughts on this? Like, do you just, the ones that are limp, do you just fold, or do you actually work, would you actually work on like limping range on small stakes? Like I never limp. I mean, I do complete if there's some other limpers, but as a RFI, do you ever limp? I don't know if Luke is still here, but maybe any of the other coaches could say in the chat. Thanks for the follow. Look, okay. Here, just check. So this is a software you get with in JNandez Mastermind. It's called Bucket Tool. You can download it. So no, yeah, I mean, I don't ever limp. But like this solution here, this is a GTO solution from the new Sims for PLO50, and it does have a limping range. Although it's very, very small. It's only, I mean, there's an overview of the whole strategy is here. You can see, actually, I'm gonna have to, so you can see like GTO, it will be limping 4%. I think we're gonna just fold that 4% to simplify. Okay, but to look into the overview of this bucket, so if it's 3 low, connected 3 low with a Broadway kicker, it's mainly a fold. So that will be, I guess, like, I don't know, king 7 5 deuce or something. And then we'll have connected non-Broadway. So connected but not perfectly connected. It's gonna be fold most of the time. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I agree that like just limping, it's a bit confusing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. So I think I'm just gonna, like, if it's a limp, but oftentimes what you're gonna notice, if it's a limp, it can also be a raise, you know, so it's not too big of a deal. So for instance, you have here like limps, but it's actually a mixed strategy. So you can actually just raise. You see here, for instance, 18% limp, like ace, ace, queen, queen, but it's to kind of slow play, but it's also a raise. So I guess just raising. Actually, I thought folding is better, but seems like, well, obviously with some hand that are slow playing will be raising. All right, so let's create this new group, and I'm just gonna go with 30 hands because it gets a bit repetitive otherwise. So this is gonna be connected near Broadway, single suited. So let's go. So king 10, 8, 7 with a 10 high suit. I think still this is a raise. And as we saw, this category is raising most of the time, so I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Okay, this one is with 8 high suit. I think with a king high suit probably it's a raise, but with a 8 high probably it's very close. I'm gonna go with a fold. Connected one off, I'm gonna go with a raise. It's gonna be very close as well. I'm gonna go with a raise, yeah. Trip suited, fold. So this one I think with a jack high suit, so with 8 high suit we saw it was a fold. With a jack high suit, still gonna go with fold, okay. King 10, 8, 7, I think it's a raise because of connectivity. King, queen, 10, raise, king, queen, jack. Probably a raise, raise. So now we have a king high, so that's interesting. We had 8 high, jack high, now king high. And jack high was folding. I think with king high we can probably raise. Yeah. Raise. So we said fold, raise, king, jack, 8, 6, fold, raise. This one we said was a raise. Hello everybody, and thanks everybody for the follows, really appreciate it. So we said raise. So jack high, it's a bit repetitive with this one for some reason. Now it's king 10, probably even tighter, fold. Queen 10. Now there's more connectivity between those, but I think it's still a fold. Raise, raise, raise. So this one it's a fold, raise. With 8 high, but now it's 8, 6. Before it was 8, 5. 8, 5 was a fold. I think this is still a fold. Yeah. Raise, raise. Okay, that was too easy. That was 100%. So let's see if we get something a bit harder. So connected 3 with a Broadway kicker. Okay, that's gonna be open. Okay, that's interesting. So we have 1 Broadway card and 3 lower cards that are kind of connected. It's gonna be very close, but with a king high suit, I'm gonna go for the raise. Yeah, raise. No. Okay, so with a 7 high, seems like it's a fold. No, okay. So this category is gonna give me more problems. Seems like Queen 8, 6, 5. It's a fold. So that's gonna be a raise. Trip suited, probably a fold. Open. Trip suited, open. So we're talking about those that you join later. This is about small blind RFI. So everybody else folds until you, and you have a decision to make. So what do you guys think? King 7, 6, 5. King 7, 6, 5. So spade, clubs, heart, heart, open or fold. What do you guys think? Just gonna wait for a few. Fold, yeah. I would say it's a fold with a 6 high suit as well. So fold, fold. So with king high, it must be an open. 8 high. Okay, this is that's very close now. So okay, what do you guys think? F for fold. I guess R for raise. So F or R. What do you guys think for king 8, 7, 6? Raise. Okay. This is gonna wait for fold. Okay, have mixed. So one is for raising and one is for folding. It's gonna wait for one more fold. Okay, so let's see. And it isn't fold. It is a fold. So I'm sure with the king high, it's an open. So now we have 9, 8, 6, 8, 7. So probably it's an open. Yeah. So seems like if you have a 9, if it's not suited to the king, you have to go with at least 9, 8, 7. So this is gonna, okay, but this is now interesting. Now with this trip suited. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this one as well. Raise or fold for king 8, 7, 6. Fold. So that's very interesting. So we have mixed fold, raise, fold. Okay. It's very mixed. Now it's 50-50. 2 folds and 2 raises. I'm gonna wait for one more. The next one is gonna be the deciding one. 3. What is 3? I don't know what is 3. Either just put R or F, so raise or fold. So fold. Yeah, let's go with fold. Okay, so it's a raise. So it seems like it's better to have trip suited to a king high than having doubles, two-toned to an 8 high. So it's gonna be a fold. So there's gonna be a raise. So this is gonna be a fold. Okay, this one has a gap and it's to the 9. So it must be a fold. Raise. Raise with a queen high. So this one we said with a 9 high, I think it was with 9 high, I think it was a raise. Yeah, probably a raise because it's connected even to the queen. Yeah, raise. Okay, here we have a gap, 2 gaps. I think it's too many gaps here. I'm gonna go with a fold. Okay, raise. So now we're gonna repeat. So repeat the ones I was wrong. So 7, 6, 5. We said it's a fold. Queen 8, 6, 5 with a queen high suit and a gap. Probably I'm not sure. Fold. Okay. And this one was surprisingly a raise. So if you have trip suited, but to the king, it's a raise. from small blind. Okay, that is correct. So we're gonna do just one more, I guess, for small blind, and then maybe we can move to some other positions. Okay, which positions do you guys want to see? So you have either early, so EP, so which after this one, EP, MP, cutoff, or button. Just say in the comments, do you want EP, MP, cutoff, or button for the next? Okay, that's actually interesting, yeah, because like cutoff and small blind are very similar in percentages, but their buckets are a bit different. They're gonna choose a bit different. So I'm actually gonna go for a cutoff, and then maybe after that one. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of mixed. Okay, actually gonna let you guys decide. So just type in the comments while I start the new one, and I'm gonna get the feel for what you guys want. I think cutoff would maybe make sense first, because like cutoff and small blind are so. Cutoff is, for instance, 32.9, and small blind is 37. So you do open a bit more from small blind, but its hands are a bit different. So let's start training. So now we have connected non-Broadway. So these are connected, but they're not completely, they're not there like a rundown. So 9/8, this is going to be mainly a fold as we saw before. So the frequencies overall for connected non-Broadway, so it's going to be a fold 82% of the time and raise only 15%, but like I chose the hands that are very close, so it's not going to be as easy. So 9/8/5 probably a so that's going to be probably a fold. Yeah, it's going to be probably a raise with the connectivity. Jack 10 7/6, probably still open, although it's trip suited. It's very close. I don't know, what do you guys think? Jack 10 7/6 trip suited from small blind. Is it raise or fold? Jack 10 7/6 trip suited. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with a fold actually. Okay, enjoy the course, GNOME. Raise and fold, we have different. I'm gonna wait for one more. Raise or fold for Jack 10 7/6. Okay, I think it's gonna be a fold with trip suited. Let's see. No, it's a raise. So Queen Jack 10 7/6 raise, raise, raise. Okay, that's tricky with two gaps. Probably a fold. Fold. Open. Jack 10 with two gaps. Gonna go for the raise. Trip to it, I'm gonna go for fold. No. It's a raise as well. So far we had two wrong. So even though it's trip suited, it seems like it doesn't hurt it as much. So then even this one probably a raise. Yeah. So it seems like if it's trip suited, it's not that big of a deal if the connectivity is high. So it seems like you want to look for high connectivity. But this one is a what? Why is this one a fold all of a sudden? Okay, that's very surprising. Okay, because it's a gap at the top. So Jack 10 7/6 trip suited was a raise, but Jack 8 7/6 it's a fold. So that's a fold. Oh, but this is double suited, I guess it's a raise. also a fold. Okay, I'm very surprised about this one. Jack 10, probably a raise with a Jack 10. Jack 9 with a gap between one. It's gonna be very close. Gonna go with a raise. Also fold. 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 So this is a fold. Okay, now it's a raise. Okay, because it's a Jack high suit. Okay, that's very, very tough. I mean, that's very close between those hands. But you get the idea what's the bottom of the range there. You know, obviously it won't be exactly correct every single time. It's impossible. But just to get an idea, okay, connectivity, that, you know, high card matters, connectivity matters even more than if it's trip or double suited in these scenarios and stuff like that. But it's impossible to get it exactly correct. So, okay, so with a Jack high suit, it's an open. So this one was much harder. Yeah, I mean, EV is very close. This is why we're practicing this, because if I have something that's like has EV plus 2, it's gonna be very easy to know that it's a raise, you know. So the criteria is gonna be quite... Oh, actually I didn't change the criteria. Okay, let's repeat the wrong ones. So this one I think it was a raise because of Jack 10, high, kind of higher cards. Yeah, so Jack 10, 7, 6 again. And Jack 8, 7, 6 was a fold. Even double suited. Fold. With a Jack high suit, probably an open, yeah. And a Jack high suit, probably an open. Okay, so we're gonna move into the cutoff now.